Hey team, happy Tuesday. On this week's Coffee with Amy and Kevin newsletter, we are focusing on buyers. Specifically, we want to talk about what's going on in the market right now and how buyers are acting. We know that there's kind of a frenzy going on, but what we want to make sure of is that regardless of how our buyers out there are feeling, we are still doing the same thing that we know we need to do in order to create success.
That's exactly right. We know what's happening in the market, inventory, interest rates, all these things, the buyer frenzy that Amy just mentioned, but we need to really rely on our process, as we would in any market. We can't be pressured into the frenzy as our clients are feeling harried. If we start to feel harried and they feel our energy in the frenzy, things aren't going to go well.
Yeah, so I've actually talked to a couple of agents last week specifically. Agents sharing stories about a buyer that they suddenly ran into, and even though the buyer was working with another agent, asking this agent feverishly if there was anything they knew about that was coming on the market. We get it. Buyers are trying to figure out who's got access to the inventory. And let's face it, being an agent in the communities that you're in and how well you are, you've got great access. So what we want you to think about is to not get caught up in the frenzy that these buyers are feeling. You know, we've seen a market like this before, and you know what? We're going to see it again in the future. What we need to remember is we always have to stick to the basics. So what we want you to do is to think about when you're engaging with buyers, even if they want to get out of the gates, get in the car, start looking at things. Remember the ninja phrase, go slow in order to go fast. So what we mean by that is make sure you take the steps you need to at the onset of a relationship with a buyer so that you can create success in the long run. Take the time to fully understand what it is that they need. Take the time to set expectations, particularly in a market like this one. You all know how to do that. You just need to remember that to not get caught up in their frenzy, take the step that you need to, take a step back and focus on how you can create success in this particular market.
Yes, so in the email, you'll see we've offered up 5 tips, 5 things to review that will help you do this. They include things like setting expectations, etc. Take a moment, review them, apply them to what you're doing currently with your buyers, starting from the very first interaction. That's going to have the biggest impact for you to be able to create success and eliminate that frenzied feeling.
And you have to remember that buyers need you now more than ever. You are actually more valuable because you are connected. You do know how to create success for them. They just need to have the confidence, and they will get that if you simply take the time, check out these 5 steps, remember what your value is, and if you have any questions, you can always reach out to us, but good luck out there, and remember, you got this.